Welcome to Daily Soulful Learning, and it is great to be together with you. It says in this week's Torah portion, V'haya Ekev Tishma'un, that when you will surely listen to the word of God. The Hebrew word that is used is Ekev. Rashi, who's the foremost commentator of the Torah, says that Ekev also means heel, like the heel of your foot. Now, why would we use the word that when you will surely listen to the word of God? Do we use a Hebrew word that also can mean heel? And Rashi explains that the heel is used many times to trample on things. And a person can make a calculation that in life you have big, serious mitzvot, and then you have small, insignificant mitzvot. Usually, people treasure the things that are serious, that seem very significant, but naturally trample on the things that seem small, minor, insignificant. Comes the verse and says that when you will surely listen, using the word Ekev, that even when you are careful to listen to all of the things that may seem small, insignificant, well, that's where all the blessings come from. The value of cherishing what may seem small and insignificant makes all the difference. It's actually that which you think is small is actually very important. Imagine not putting a dot when you're writing out a internet code, or just one letter. The whole page won't come up. Imagine cooking a recipe and just missing one ingredient, not putting in salt, not putting in pepper. The whole recipe will be destroyed. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs once shared a beautiful thing. He says that I spent so many years speaking publicly. And after my lecture, people come over to ask me questions. He says, throughout all of my years of speaking around the world, there's one question that happens again and again and again and again and again. They're not asking me questions of faith. They're not asking me questions of reconciling passages in the Talmud. The question that I get most often is never leaning into my years of experience and study and understanding. But the most often question that I get is, Rabbi, do you remember me? Now, a person could think, do you remember me? This seems like such a simple question, but it's not. What this story highlights is that what people may seem as being simple is actually what's most important. What people wanted to know most is, do you remember me? Am I seen? Do we have a relationship? In life, the things that we may seem as small in our marriage, or small in the raising of children, or the small things in my daily routine are not small. Let us use this Torah portion to re-inspire our commitment to all the things that we may think is small. Buying a bouquet of flowers randomly for one's spouse is not small. Taking 10 minutes to sit down with our children just to see how their day is going is not small. Waking up in the morning and saying Modeh Ani, or saying Shema, or maybe lighting Shabbat candles before Friday night to usher in the Shabbat, it's not small. It's actually in the small things, quote unquote, the things that we think are Ekev, when we are careful about the small, insignificant things in life. It's actually in those spaces where the greatest blessings are found. Speak to anyone who will give you advice about exercise. What's better, to go one day to the gym and work out for an hour, or if every day you have a small 5-minute routine? It's in the small acts of goodness and kindness that makes all the difference. To be continued.